Okay, I literally can't get the lighting right, so, but, you know, if you were here for the lighting, then you would have been gone a long time ago, right? Okay, so today we're talking about detachment, and I'm going to make it really simple for you. And I don't know why everyone's complicating this, because it actually is super simple. Okay, so let's get right into it. Detachment, you have to detach in two ways. Okay, it's so easy, and I'm going to explain how to detach. I'm going to tell you the two ways in which you need to detach, and then how to do it. Okay, so each way how to do it. Okay, so hello, I'm Elis and Corey, and this is what we're talking about today. So detachment, okay, it's everywhere, everyone's talking about it. I feel like it's widespread and no one actually knows what it is. So today I'm gonna discuss what it is and how to do it, and the two things you want to detach from. Okay, so I'm Elis and Corey, and let's get into it. Okay, so detachment. Number one, you have to detach from the old story. This seems obvious, but a lot of people can't do that or have trouble doing that. Okay, so you really need to detach from the old story. The old delusion needs to be separate from you. You need to pull yourself away from it, detach from it. And the way you do that is you very simply live in your new delusion. Find a way, whatever way works for you, to fully, or, you know, practice fully stepping into your new delusion. So people do that in numerous ways, right? There's so many ways to do that. You can script about your new life, your new delusion, right? You just, if you love writing stories, then you can, I'm sorry, I just got notice. If you love writing stories, you can, you know, if you love writing your stories out and that makes you feel good, just script about it. And that should, the more you script about it, the more you're going to step into the new reality, right? And then you're automatically going to detach from the past, like the previous delusion. Because like I always say, everything's a delusion. So your past is a delusion and your future is a delusion, right? You're just choosing which one you like, which one you want to be, which one resonates more with you, right? That's it. That's all you're ever doing. And I've explained that pretty much in every video. Like I go into that bit, right? It's all a delusion. Every single thing, every belief system, every single belief, every belief system. So in order to leave the old delusion behind, you're going to have to step more into the new delusion. So whatever way you do that, you can affirm. That's another way. You can, you know, list out the affirmations of your new story. What does the new me think? That's all the affirmations should be about. Just who is this new me, and what does the new me think? What are the thoughts of the new me? Okay, so that'll help you fully step into your new delusion and then detach from the past, right? Or if it's visualizing that you like to do, creating a scene in your head and reviewing that scene, even if it's a short scene. And I always recommend like shorter scenes so that it's easier, because we are distracted humans, right? We're going to be distracted. It's just a fact of life. So how do we reduce our distraction, or like help ourselves out with these concentration activities, right? We just create a short scene. Like it doesn't have to be, you know, 30 seconds. It could be 2 to 3 seconds. Like you running up to your SP and smiling. That could be your scene, and you just repeat, and you add more details every time, right? And adding details to your scene, you know, if it's 2 minutes, it's going to be quick details like, oh, I was wearing those blue shoes. I saw my my hair waving in the wind as I ran up to the SP, whatever it is, it's all like adding details will allow you to release the past, because your new delusion becomes more real. You want to try to solidify the new delusion, and then automatically, without even trying, you will release the old delusion. You will detach from the old delusion. Okay, so it's literally, that's number one. That's the first thing to detach from, and that's how you do it. You just keep practicing your chosen method of reprogramming your mind, right? So the three methods that I gave you. You can also rampage in there. Rampage is a good one, especially if you're spiraling in the wrong direction, right? You can just like push yourself to stop spiraling by rampaging, but I don't necessarily think that one's a technique on its own. That's not a method. I don't think that's just like an additional like tool, if you will, to like add to those. So yeah, whatever works for you, it's basically practicing the new story will completely release the old, and that's what you want to do. Okay, so number two, the second thing that we need to detach from, this is really important, is you need to detach from needing the thing. You know, like you don't want to need that whatever thing it is. Maybe it's a few things that you're creating, you know, a few things that you want in your life that aren't quite in the physical yet, but you're still trying to live there, like there, you know, like that's your new goal, your new delusion, and it hasn't quite popped in the physical yet. You just need to be happy and content and love yourself and do whatever you can to have a good time now, right? Because you don't want to be relying on anything. That's like, it's like almost like a codependent relationship, right? You don't want to have a codependent relationship with yourself, basically, right? Like, or with your goals, right? It's like kind of with yourself, but more it's like a codependent relationship with yourself or your goals. And you don't want that. You want to be free and easy about it and not need it to feel happy. Like you want to be happy now. You want to be taking care of yourself now. You want to be loving whatever aspects of your life you can now. Like even if you don't have that house yet, or you don't have the car yet, or you don't have your SP yet, you can still appreciate and love what you have now. And that will, it's so important, and that will take you from being, it'll take you from being attached, right? It'll detach you from your need and your, like, it'll detach you from your desire and allow your desire to come in easily. That's the whole point of detachment, right? It's simply to allow your desire to come quicker and make it easy on yourself, right? So those two ways will help so much. And this is going to be a short video because my dog's hungry, so okay. All right, so if you love this, thumbs it up please if you loved it, and I will see you next time. Bye guys. Okay, Alice and Corey, the editor, I just left out the most important part as I was watching the video back. The most important part of step 2 of the second thing to detach from, which was the need for that thing, right, or those few things. The most important part is self-concept. If your self-concept is high and you trust yourself and you know you're amazing and awesome and your life's good now, and you're doing the steps to like have fun now and do you now, no matter what is here and what's not here in the 3D world, then you're not gonna care about that thing as much, you know, and you want to release the attachment to that thing. So that's basically it. Like if your self-concept is high, and the last video, 2 videos ago, I talked about how to do that, how to make it high, how to transform your self-concept through different affirmations and those steps in that video. So anyway, if it's high, you're not even going to worry about that thing, and that's where we want to be, right? We want to be enjoying ourselves now. We want to know we're the creators, we're in charge, we're always making the choices, we can always choose, and we're choosing what we want, and then we just don't even have to think about it, right? Okay, so that's literally the most important part. Okay, if you love this, you know, think about subscribing. Bye. Bye, guys.